In my program, I have also some entertaining games where I lay down on the floor and I put some shot cloths with alcohol on my body, and the girl have to come and pick it from my body with her mouth only. And one of the worst things that happened to me is that she was so drunk and she just threw alcohol on me while I was down.
I don't think I could date stripper. I'm not that much of a jealous person, but I don't think mentally I'd be able to deal with it. Welcome to Love Shock, the podcast where we dive into the unexpected, the thrilling, and the downright shocking side of sex and relationships. I'm Nikki, and I'm here today with Valentino, the one and only male stripper in Cyprus, and we're going to find out what his industry is like. Welcome, Valentinos, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. We're going to break some taboos about male stripping in Cyprus, as I'm pretty sure you know it's a bit of a difficult, touchy subject, I guess, here in Cyprus. Tell us a bit about your background. What was you like when you were little?
Basically, I used to hate dancing. I remember when my
Really?
sister, when we were small, my sister would take me into the room, you know, to dance with her and stuff like that. And I hate that. I hate doing that. I never had nothing to do with dancing, and I never wanted to have something with dancing. Everything started when I used to do modeling, and I went to a casting when some guys from USA, they organized in Cyprus, and they need few guys to participate in a male show, which I didn't know what exactly it is about.
Yeah.
Apparently they choose me from the 40 guys that they had there,
Wow.
and after they did that, they brought me into a room when they showed me their shows in Las Vegas and what they were doing, and they were doing like Chippendales show, and I was shocked in that moment.
Yeah.
But they assured me that everything is gonna be fine, and you know, it's gonna be fun, and I said, why not? Let's try that. So
give it a go.
from then everything started.
Oh, nice. That's really interesting. What made you say yes? Like, was it just a bit of a spare of the moment, say, what could I lose sort of thing, or?
I guess at the beginning it was the curiosity.
Yeah.
I was curious about it, and then I said, okay, this is something that I never done in my life, and I'm always open to new challenges.
Yeah.
And once I've done it, I see the reaction of the people and the amount of emotion I get it from them.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love.
How did you feel in that first moment of your first show?
Awful.
Yeah. Were you nervous?
Super nervous. I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. I said, I will never do this in my life. It's the first and the last time. I didn't know what to do. Also, in that moment in the show, we brought a girl on the stage to do our part, and we were shaking. Basically, we didn't know what we have to do, although we had some rehearsal. In that moment, you completely forgot everything. So it was bad at the beginning, really bad.
Did you make mistakes? And
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like everyone else, like everyone, you do a lot of mistakes at the beginning.
Of course. Nice. So after the first show, did you feel like excited to try again, or did you think, no, that's it, I don't want to?
Immediately after the show, I said I will never try it. I don't want to do it. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
Too much, the big amount of emotion. And then after a few days, I thought a bit, and I think I will continue to do that because the amount of emotion I get and how it makes me feel. And also the guys were needing me for a few shows.
Okay. What were the reactions of the? I'm assuming it was ladies, obviously, like at the shows. So what was the main sort of reaction of the women there?
Basically, they were screaming like crazy because the show is made in a way that you know you have to do that. So for some guy like me, that I never been that, I never used to be in the middle of people and to be like center of attention. It was super overwhelming.
Do you think the modeling helped you with your confidence?
Definitely.
In that sense, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Modeling helped a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You know, around the cameras and all of that.
Exactly. So that helped me to be able to be in front of the people and to be able to manage the attention you get and the screaming and the emotions and everything.
How did your family react? Like, are your family here in Cyprus with you?
No, my family is not here in Cyprus.
Okay.
And they are super cool,
Yeah.
actually. My mom was super cool. I even take my sister on few of my shows
Yeah.
with me, my mom also. They are super cool, and basically my mom always tell me, if it makes you happy, I'm happy for you.
Oh, that's
So,
really
yeah.
nice. That's really good. Okay, so I want to show our audience what exactly we're talking about. We'll show a couple of your videos. So we have some clips of you dancing. So let's take a look.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. It's like Magic Mike. Have you watched Magic Mike?
Yes, I did. And I will tell you that I've been doing this long time before that movie came
Really?
out on the market. So
Yeah.
when the movie came out, it was like a benefit, like a boost for me
Yeah.
because I was already doing that.
Yeah.
It helps me a lot.
Wow, that's really good. Good. I think Magic Mike really opened up a lot of it and made it a little bit more easier and acceptable.
More popular, basically.
Yes, yeah. Are you always based in Ayia Napa?
No,
No,
I'm,
all over.
I'm in Limassol, but I'm going everywhere. Wherever
Yeah.
they need me, they book me, they call me, and
Do you work on your own or together?
I work on my own right now, but
Uh-huh.
I used to work with agency when I was at the beginning of my journey. Now, mostly by my own.
So you said you first started with agencies. How was that working in Cyprus? Because it's a bit, you know.
Yeah, as some of the people know, everything what happens in Cyprus is on a different level.
Yes.
And agency in Cyprus are a bit weird in a point of way that they don't give you enough work, so you can have constantly work, and you might have to say no to the other jobs because you're basically
You're bound to them.
bound to the
Yeah.
rules of the agency. And for someone that will want to start a career, it might be challenging at the beginning. But as the beginning of the road, you can go on and work with an agency, and you will see how it goes from
Learn
there.
and meet the contacts, network,
Exactly,
things like that.
exactly,
So
yes.
yeah. I have a gift for all of our viewers from our amazing sponsor, Love Shop Cyprus. Love Shop is the largest adult store chain on the island, offering the biggest and most exciting collection of sex toys, lingerie, and sexy accessories and more. If you're in Limassol, you can visit one of their 2 modern stores located in Omonia and Yormasoya. You'll not only get to explore thousands of options in person, but their expert staff will also be there to give you advice and help you find exactly what you need. Of course, if you prefer shopping from home, head over to loveshop.cy and browse their full collection online. Everything is shipped discreetly, so your frisky secrets stay just that, secret. They've got everything from vibrators, lingerie, to naughty gifts and sexy games. Perfect for bachelorette parties or just some fun in the bedroom. And here's the best part. Use code LOVESHOP at checkout and get 10% off your entire purchase. So go ahead, visit loveshop.cy and use that code to treat yourself. I'm gonna talk about your physique now. Make me shy. Because you are very physically fit. So I assume you work out a lot. Now I'm going red.
2,000 years later.
I take it you work out a lot?
Yes, I do. I do because of my full-time job. I'm a fitness trainer here in
Okay.
Limassol. So because of that, I'm every day in a gym for many hours. I'm working out almost every day. And dancing, I'm doing it during the evenings or the weekends.
So it's a good mix and a good balance of, work and...
Exactly. Actually, one work is helping the other one.
Of course, so they intertwine.
I've seen most of trainers as they have more work and they grow old into their business, they kind of let themselves go and they don't exercise more. But me, because of my other job, I
You
have
have
to
to.
basically stay fit all year around.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
year around I have to stay fit. Yeah.
Wow. Do you get tired of it or?
Sometimes yes,
Yeah.
but you just have to, you know, when you do something that you love and you put passion on it,
Yeah.
you don't feel it like a work. You do it for passion and you keep pushing, you know, try to find ways to make it nice. Also the dancing, also the trainings, workouts, everything. Try to spice the things up so you'll not get bored.
Yeah. Do you have cheat days? Do you just want to eat a big fucking fat cheeseburger?
Definitely, I have, and definitely everyone should have cheat days. But as I always say, everything with measurements. You
Yeah,
know,
of
you
course.
just not overdo it.
Yeah. Not like me. What does your normal day look like versus a day when you have an event to work?
Normal day when I have an event. Definitely, most of the days when I have an event, I also have some trainings at the gym. So I wake up in the morning, I have my breakfast, then I go to the gym, I have my workouts, and then later on, I go back home and I prepare my costumes and my shows to get ready. And then I just go to the show. Before I start the show, we definitely have a discussion to do with the people that they book me, for example, like how to arrive at the place, like how we're gonna do it,
Yeah.
and all these details.
Do you normally get to rehearse at the place that you
Most of
perform
the
at?
time, no, because
No.
I have many years of experience, so I don't have to rehearse. I already know my
Oh,
program.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
Okay.
already know what I have to do with
Yeah.
them. But sometimes, depends of the show. Let's say if it's a public show, like in a club or something like that, and they will have like videos and everything, we might need to
Yeah.
to do that.
Do you source your own costumes? Do you put them together yourself or do you get some help?
At the beginning, when I started my career,
Yeah.
which it was like 14 years ago,
14 years, wow.
I used to get help from the other guys
Yeah.
that they knew better.
Yeah.
But then I learned from them, and basically I just buy my own clothes and I take
Yeah.
them to the tailor, which she's a woman and she's kind of old. And when I explained to
But
her
she
that
loves you.
that I need to cut my pants in order to put them together, to rip them off, she was like, "What?" So,
But
it
she
was
must be
fun.
used to you now. Do you go to the same one?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
already know what I'm
She
doing,
knows.
and you know she's okay with that.
Yeah. What types of events do you get booked for? Like, is it just hen parties or anything?
The majority of the event I am getting booked is hens party.
Yeah.
Most of them private hens party, girls
Yeah.
that they are coming from abroad and they want to have a hens party
Yeah.
event here in Cyprus, or even locals that they are having hens party here. But also I have different kind of events with people that they own events and they want to do a nice show, or clubs, especially on 8th of March, where is
Women's Day, isn't
Women's
it?
Day,
Yeah.
and they book me like everywhere, and I have to run in one night to be able to be everywhere.
Yeah.
I get lost my driving license because police stopped me because of the speed I had. So yeah.
How many events do you do in one night then? Or how many can you do?
If it's 8th of March, I will try to book 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
If I'm
You can
lucky.
fit it in, yeah.
But otherwise, in the rest of the year, around 2.
With my experience and men and women's hen and stag do's, so men, I can imagine them being absolutely wild when they have a female stripper. You know, they just don't care. Handsy, feely, touchy-feely. You know, they go wild. Are women the same, or are we more quite conservative and held back?
Most of the time, no.
No.
No, most of the time, no. They basically trying to behave themselves better than a man will do.
Yeah,
But also we have exceptions,
of course.
especially when they drink a bit too much.
Yeah.
And what usually they do, they are trying to rip my clothes off before I even start to
Oh
do
my
the
God.
actually
And
dancing.
How do you
And
feel about that?
It is a bit annoying
Yeah.
because actually I put my work in my clothes.
Yeah.
And yes, it is annoying a bit, but you have to be able to
Yeah.
handle it in a different way where you transform the movement and everything in something fun
Okay.
and not in something awkward.
Yeah. So what's the worst thing someone's ever done to you?
Basically, in my program, I have also some entertaining games where I lay down on the floor and I put some shot glass with alcohol on my body, and the girl have to come and pick it from my body with her
Yeah.
mouth only. And one of the worst things that happened to me is that she was so drunk and she just threw alcohol on me while I was down. And in that moment, I said, "Why I'm doing this?" But
No.
okay, it was just isolated.
Yeah. Did you get up and leave or did you carry on?
No, you have to carry on. You don't have to let your emotion go over. You have to understand that those people, they are there to have fun, and your
Yeah.
goal is to make them feel comfortable and not, uncomfortable. For a second, you want to
Yeah.
get up and say, no, no, this shit is not for me.
Yeah.
I'm done. But
Cross the line.
then you said, okay, look, she's drunk. Even if you were on her place, you might do something wrong. So let's do the things differently.
Yeah. Oh, very nice mindset. And
Yeah, because at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, sorry, you have to understand what is your goal. Your goal is to create nice memories for those people there in a way that some of their friends, they will call you again and then again and
Yeah,
then
that's
again.
very true.
And that's why it has been 14 years and I still have a lot of work
Yeah.
and people, they call me.
is it mostly women that are, or even people, sorry, abroad that book you, or do you get a lot of Cypriots as well?
Now, these days, it's a bit of mixed. Few years back in the days, it was mostly Cypriot or British. Now we have mixed. Now it's Australian, Germans, Russians, all kind of people. Now it's a bit of mix, and this is good because I see that in the last years the mentality is changing towards good.
Yeah, yeah. And what's your wildest, in your opinion, what's your wildest nationality?
From my experience, the wildest nationality I would say are drunk Russians.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I thought British was going to be on top.
I might say they have the second place.
Well, yeah, they would be up there.
Just because at least British, they don't try to rip my clothes off.
And Russians do.
Russian, yeah, they really have a thing for ripping their clothes, ripping my clothes off. They have a thing for that. So I think I
They
should
are
have a
spicy.
specific costume only for them
Yes,
to do that.
That's a
yeah.
good idea. Or maybe like elastic. And what about the Cypriots? Are they more reserved, do you feel?
They are more reserved. The good thing about the Cypriot is that the first thing when you go into a hen's party of a Cypriot,
Yeah.
they will ask you, do you want to sit on the table? Do you want to eat something with us?
They're so hospitable.
So they basically offer you food before you start the show, which
Oh,
is
bless
nice,
them.
it
Yeah.
makes you feel like home.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are a bit holding themselves back.
Yeah,
And,
I can imagine.
while you're doing your show in front of them, some of them, they are like,
Shy.
a bit of so when this happens, you as a performer,
Yeah.
you have to know how you will manage that.
And
you
how,
know.
how do you manage that if someone's feeling more reserved?
Basically, I will switch the perform in a more fun way instead of more sexy way.
Yeah.
So my point is to make them laugh, because when
okay.
someone is laughing,
Yeah.
it make the atmosphere more calm.
And relaxed,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, that's really nice. That's really adaptive. So is there any myths about male strippers, that only desperate men are, do this and they need the money, or, that sort of thing? Like with women, other people's perception of women strippers they are desperate, they need the money, they're doing this just to get by, sort of thing. Is that the same in with men or not?
I'm sure there is in some cases.
Yeah.
I cannot speak for other people. I will just speak just in my case. When I start this, I fell in love with the feeling that I'm giving to the people and the feeling I'm getting from them.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, everyone loves the attention. And when you get the taste of that, you will want to have more and more and more, and you cannot stop.
Yeah.
And when you are on the stage and you do your show and you are hearing 1,000 people applauding you or shouting, it will make you feel like you are in the sky.
Yeah. Has it built your ego up? Like, do you feel, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but like, do you think that you're, you know, the big macho man when that happens? Like when you're on stage and like there's hundreds of women at your feet, like, yeah, you think like, yes, I've done it.
This is a very good question because for most of the people, yes, you might go in that trap and get too much of yourself. But because I'm a down-to-earth guy, no, I always try to stay with my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult and very challenging for a lot of people that they are doing this to get, you know, too much of themselves. Like, it is challenging though.
Yeah.
You just have to realize that what I'm doing is not something super, you know, I believe about myself that I'm a simple guy doing something that I love. And as long as I try to make people have fun with that, I'm also happy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're not saving lives.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. If I would be a doctor,
Then
if I would
you
be
have
a
every
doctor,
right.
then I would say, yeah, I am someone, you know.
Yes. No, you got to have fun with it. Okay, being a stripper in a country so conservative like Cyprus, explain what's that like? How does it make you feel, and have you had any issues?
Yes, it is challenging, to be honest with you. There is not a lot of shows that I'm getting invited of, so this is not a job, let's say, that you can have a life only with this. And it is challenging. You just have to kind of get along, like having fun, and explain to people that is that a show, because one of the misconception is that stripper, they have more than strip. They have like sex with the clients and stuff like that. Most of the people, they believe that, boys and girls. So that's why a lot of girls, they don't bring a stripper in, because they believe that, oh, it's a hen party, we don't want to have sex.
Yeah.
But it's nothing to do with sex, you know. It's just a show, it's just a performance.
Yeah.
Men on the other side, they basically ask me how it is. Can we get more sex if we join you?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, whoa, just a second.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with sex. It doesn't involve sex in the performing.
Anyway,
It's just a perform. You just have to be a good actor.
Yeah. Have you ever been hit on afterwards, after a show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Many times.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes. What do you say to your haters that don't understand what you do?
Most of the people that I have a discussion with them about what I'm doing, I'm able to change a bit their perception about what I'm doing and make them realize that it's just a performance like any other performance. But there is people that I'm not able to change their perception about it. And those one, you know, I just let them be, you know. I don't push them. As long I'm happy with what I'm doing, and as long they are happy with what they are doing, I'm.
Yeah, you can't please everybody, can you?
Unfortunately, no. Although would like to do that.
Yeah, of course. But it is it can be, especially for the older generation, they don't like change anyway, and you know, it's very difficult for them to break through that ice. And you know, whereas new generation, they are becoming so progressive and so open to everything. I think, I was going to say, once the older generation have gone, I think it'll be okay. That was really horrible. Okay, let's get down to some dirty details. Give us your juiciest story. of one of your performances? Obviously, we don't need names or details or things like that, but just, you know, the basics.
I remember one of the funniest story when I went to a show in Paphos, and
Of course it was
because
Paphos.
I was a bit late, the girl, they started drinking before I arrived there, and when I arrived there, they were already drunk. So I start my show, and while I was doing the show, because of them being too loud, the neighbors called the police.
Oh no.
And I remember when they knocked on the door, I was already on the floor, almost naked, with a shot glass on my body, door opening, police guy look at me, asking me, what you are doing here? And I'm like, if I will tell you I'm working, do you believe me? And the girls, on the other hand, were trying to grab the police guy to bring him in. They believe that is a second stripper. And the police guy was like, please don't touch me, please lady, don't touch me. And it was super awkward in that moment, but
Yeah.
now it's super funny.
Oh my God, that is really funny. Did you get arrested?
No, everything was sorted out. They just put the music a little bit lower
Yeah.
and we continue our show.
Oh wow. Poor neighbours. How has your profession affected your love life? Getting deep now. Has it? Has it affected it at all?
It is challenging if you don't know how to manage it, because let's be honest, you have a lot of challenges. You can meet a lot of people. You just have to try to stick and be professional. Never forget your goal and never forget why you are in this business. As long you forget that, you're gone. It's difficult for someone to have a relationship when the other person, they are a stripper, because there is feelings at the beginning. Jealousy will start to come.
Yeah.
Cyprus is small, everybody knows everybody. But as long you are keeping it professional and you stay in your lane, everything will be fine.
And would you date a female stripper?
Definitely yes.
Oh,
and if my
I thought you were
answer
going to say
was
no then.
definitely yes, and if my answer will no, I will be very hypocrite.
Yes, that's very true. Have you ever dated someone that you've met at a job, like at an event?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I met a girl at one event I have done, and
Yeah.
we start dating.
Yeah.
But most of the time, doesn't end up good, because she already know what you're doing there, and with the time, as the feelings go stronger in that relationship,
Yeah.
she will start putting you in a bad moment where you have to choose between her and your job.
Yeah.
And I'm here, no?
This is going to sound a bit harsh, but I don't think I could date a stripper. I'm not that much of a jealous person, but I don't think mentally I'd be able to deal with it.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's fair enough, and it's not for everyone.
No.
It's
no.
not like I'm asking people to date me.
No, of course.
If you decide to do that, you do it because you really like that person,
Yeah, of course. Not saying no.
regardless of the job they are doing.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. Of course, it depends on the person and, how strong the relationship is and stuff like that. So, yeah, never say never. But, before an event, is there any specific, ritual that you have to do, or any sort of preparation that you do before you go out there?
Definitely.
Yeah.
There is few things I have to get ready between me and the people that they invite me. We have to make sure that they have some balloons and some chocolate.
Okay.
And some whipped cream
Ah.
and some shot glasses.
Yeah.
So we have to get sure that they already have the things there when I come. I have to be sure that they're gonna put the bride or the birthday girl on a chair in the middle of the room with their arms folded, so we can proceed with the show. So always this is a ritual that we have to make sure that
okay.
it will happen before I start.
Yeah. Have you had anyone get too nervous, like say a bride or a birthday girl sitting on the chair ready to go and then they freak out and run off?
Yes, yes, I did. And it wasn't just the bride, it was actually all the girls. Basically,
No.
they stood up from the chair and the couch, and all of them, they run in the corner of the room, like scared little puppies. And in that moment, even me, that I have many years of experience, I get shocked and I didn't know what to do. At the beginning, I start smelling myself. I thought maybe I didn't have a shower or something. And then I said, okay, I will continue my show alone, you know.
Oh, well done for carrying on. Yeah, that's good. Fuck them. Do it for yourself.
I guess they believe that I will come there with them and I will read them from the holy book or something. But yeah, that wasn't the case.
What do people expect when they book a stripper? Like, what the hell? What's wrong with people? Seriously. Are you always ready to perform? Like, do you need to hype yourself up, or are you just ready to go, like, always?
Depend of the moment of the day, but basically, yes, I'm always ready.
Yeah.
Like right now, for example.
Well done, well done. That was great. Okay, back to it. That was fun. Tell us something that nobody knows about male strippers.
I'm sure everybody knows that we are also humans and we have feelings. We are not just piece of meat.
Oh! Well, thank you for saying that, because 100% of women know exactly how you feel.
Some of the secret we have is that also us, we have emotion, like we are nervous before the show, and sometimes people, they have higher expectation of us, and you know, sometimes we just try to relax more. Yeah, I think this is one of the things that people, they don't know about us.
Yeah, I can imagine that they, like men, don't really feel much. They don't think how women feel. I think in that moment, women probably are quite similar.
Yeah.
They just don't care. Especially with alcohol, I can imagine it can be quite overwhelming sometimes.
Another thing that people, they don't know is that the category, let's say I'm in, I wouldn't consider it normal and classical stripper, because the program I'm doing at my parties is not regular like everyone else. Basically what a stripper does when it comes to a party, comes in, start dancing, taking the clothes off while he's dancing. This is his show. Then he finished that and he leaves. And I created something different, because when I decided to have a career from this job, I start to think what girls want to a party. So girls, basically, I decided that I realized that the girls, they want to have fun and they want to have memories. They want to have something that they will remember after years. That's why I create a place where I do also entertaining games, drinking games, and it's not only the dancing part. It's something that no one has it. For sure not in Cyprus, and also even in Europe, with the other girls that I've done shows in Cyprus from Europe. They told me that they never see something like this. So my category is a bit different, because I'm also doing this. I create something special that not a lot of people, they have.
Yeah, that's good. It's a wide variety, I guess. A bit more variety.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's good. How did you learn to strip? Like, did you go to a special school?
No, I did not. And like I said before, I used to hate dancing, and I was very bad at it.
Did you go to lessons?
When the guys did the casting and they showed me their shows, they explained to me step by step that while I'm on the stage, I will have to take my right hand and move to the left and opposite. So this was one of the first movements I've learned from them.
Yeah.
And then as you do the show, you basically, this is the way I learned. I look other people that they are dancing around me, and I'm copying their moves. And then, you know, as more you do, you become better and better, and like this you are able to
self-taught, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you choreograph everything yourself?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what piece of advice would you give to somebody that's, you know, wanting to start out, or, you know, maybe
First thing that a guy that wants to become a stripper that he have to do is to call me.
Nice.
I will definitely be open to help him,
Yeah.
to teach him what he have to do, and maybe together we can become a team. Why not?
Oh, that's good. Start yourself a little
A team,
stripping
yes.
school, yeah.
Yes, why
You
not?
could teach. With the different types of events that you do, like hen parties or club shows, what's your favorite?
Definitely hands party, because there you can offer them the full experience. You can have there a more relaxed area in their own place.
Yeah.
We can have the entertaining games, which in the club you cannot. And you will make them feel more comfortable when you are at their place, and they will be more relaxed compared to a club where they are, you know, they don't know where they are. It's a different place. So
Yeah, yeah. Have you been to any events outside of Cyprus?
yes, I've been in Poland, Italy, Mykonos, Greece,
Wow.
England, many countries, yes.
Nice. And is that from them booking you directly, or is it again from the agency before?
Most of them book me directly, yes.
Oh, that's really good. So how can fans follow you on do you have Instagram, or how can they get in contact with you, book you?
Yes, I have Instagram. My
Yeah.
Instagram is dancer stripper CY. And for the guys that they want to do this business, let's say the stripping, they can, and if they don't have the confidence and the right body to do that, they can follow on my personal training account, Iron Fitness CY, where they can build their body and build their confidence to be able to move into a stripping.
Oh, you're a two-man band.
Definitely.
There we go. Amazing. So what's the competition like in Cyprus? Is there a lot of male strippers around, or?
Actually, there is no competition in Cyprus. I'm one of a kind. There is another guy
Nice.
that he does show, a Russian one, but he definitely doesn't do the show that I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm doing something totally different with my games and everything.
Yeah.
He's doing just the dancing part. So I have the extra. So I would say that the competition is very favorable to me.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because you, like you said, you have that bit extra. It's more unique, more fun.
I start currently to find one guy and teach him, you know, what I'm doing. And sometimes I have party where they need like 2 or 3 guys. So I bring them in and we do together a show.
Oh,
We
nice.
had a month ago a show called Bad Boys in
Yes, I
Limassol.
saw something like
So
that.
Bad Boys, it was a blast.
Yeah.
It was a blast. We had like 400 girls screaming
Wow.
on the stage. It was super nice.
So was that your event that you created, or like you?
The organize it was a different part, a third part.
Yeah.
They just invited us to do the show.
okay.
But the fact that we managed to bring the other guys together and
Yes.
to build a choreography and a whole program,
Yeah.
this opens to us another parties, another people, connection and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Wow, my colleague actually sent me the link to Bad Boys, and she was like, "We need to go," but unfortunately, I didn't. But next time.
We'll be waiting for you.
Yes, thank you. Obviously, you're pretty much one of a kind here in Cyprus, but is the demand big enough for you to sustain it, or how do you find it?
Not really. Cyprus as an island in a small community, there is not a lot of work, let's say. But definitely it's better than it used to be 14 years ago when I started.
can imagine, yeah.
I see that year by year, this demand is increasing. for having other people from different countries coming.
Yeah.
The demand is increasing.
Yeah.
People more open mind that they want to see this kind of shows. It is increasing, so this is good for us because year by year we have more work, and this is good.
That's good, yeah. I can imagine, especially tourism, obviously Cyprus runs off of tourism, so you know, lots of different nationalities and different people come into Cyprus all the time. And Cyprus is quite a hot place for hen parties, stag do's, you know. So how do you think then this sort of industry can blow up and get more popular here in Cyprus?
Basically, in order to blow up this industry, we need two things. One, to open up the mentality of the people and to be more open to this kind of stuff. And second, to increase the demand by creating more events like this. As we had the Bad Boys a month ago, we realized that there was a lot of people wanted to come. They didn't know about this kind of shows, and they would like to join on the next one and the next one and the next one. So as more events like this we create, as more people will come, and we raise the awareness of people having this, and then we...
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any new episodes of Love Shock. And for even more juicy snippets from the episode, follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Love Shock Podcast CY. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.